Cooler! Fly trumpet! Charcoal! 180! Base 27! Four! 22! Water! Here we go! Here we go!
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Free Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a little off.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Canes are rolling down the field. The give to the back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Lawrence. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Touchdown, Canes! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Dropping back, it's Clements. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win, but you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him.
Looking for a huge play. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They're dealing with a second and long. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Working that left side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's bumped down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Clements. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab over the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Continuing to turn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Clements. Got his man. Brings into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Fighting off the defender. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Clements. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Brown.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. Snags it. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Brings it in down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Unloads it left. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't.
Come on now, stop fucking playing with me.
Makes that play, it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A strike downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Clements. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break, and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
It is good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight. The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
To the air on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Dogs! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. San Jose State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There he goes! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the...
He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Canes! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And tackled there by the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in a game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Pressure coming. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawrence. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And now they're going to go for two, and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's okay, offense. You did your job. You took the lead late in this football game. Now, defense, it's your time to shine. A few more stops, and you get out of here with a dub.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Clements. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down.